Now let's look at the rotor. The rotor has 4 inputs to it, and they can be selected from a variety of sources. Here I've got the 4 oscillators selected per input, but if you want, you can change it to other kinds of signals, including control signals. And then for each input, on the second page of the main section, there's a level control, which is bipolar, so you can invert phase or do other things. So let's go back now, and on the right side, I've got the mixer set up. I will be listening to the 4 oscillators first. You can hear what the tuning is like. So for the main page are the oscillators, and you can see the coarse tuning is different for each one. And now we can go back and listen to those. And now let's listen to how the rotor treats that. So it's playing 1, 2, 3, 4 because that's the programmed value. And as you can see, I can speed it up and smooth the crossfading. So 0 is no crossfading, and 0 is crossfaded. Now, the range is quite high, and let's listen to what happens when it comes out of the sub-audio range into the audio range. It's moving so quickly now that it's actually creating its own tone, and as you increase crossfade at that level, it just makes it a little less bright. You can also run it from MIDI clocks, and these switches, by the way, also apply to the oscillators. Different rates for the MIDI clocking, or you can run it like an oscillator itself, and that's why the rotor's in the oscillator section. Best to use some harmonic or relationship to the oscillator tuning. And as you can hear, I'm playing now the rotor as an oscillator, and again with the crossfade, it makes it a little bit smoother, less bright. So that's a new way to have that timbral control. And of course you can change the oscillators themselves while it's playing, so you can get some very interesting things. Gate sync for the rotor determines which note of the, or which input of the 4 will play when you first press the key. As I change the phase, it changes the start point of the cycle, so that every time I push the key down, it starts it in a different point. Low just shifts it down 5 octaves for quick and easy access to a lower range. Now let's look at the modulation section. Same as with the oscillators, there are 4 sources, but in this case the destinations for the rotor are only the pitch or the crossfade. So you can select through the 4 pages by just hitting those ink deck buttons on the side. And same situation as with the oscillators, except for there, of course, we have 3 choices of modulation destinations, and so on. Well, that's it for the rotors.